What's up, folks? How are you doing? Welcome back, Football Digest. My name is Nyash, and as always, I am here on a Monday evening to digest what exactly was happening over the weekend and just share my insights on what happened in terms of Premier League games, English Premier League games. But tonight, we're gonna be talking something extra. I'm talking Champions League round of 16 draw was made or was done this afternoon. We also had the Europa League round of 32 draw being done this afternoon, and we also have the issue of Arteta being appointed as Arsenal's head coach. Well, he has not yet been appointed, but everything so far is leading towards him getting the job. So I'm going to be talking all about that, and I'm going to be sharing my insights on what I think, on what I think happened with regards to the games, with regard to the draw, with regards to Arteta's appointment. All right. As always, like I tell you, you can always check us out on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. It's called Football Digest KE. You can go check it out and subscribe and be getting our videos ASAP. I don't do previews on Facebook. All right, I do them on YouTube and anything else. The only thing that I do on Facebook Live is this review on Monday, review of the past weekend's games and just that, so if you want to check anything else, you'll have to go to our YouTube channel and check it out. I think I'll share a link towards that, I think somewhere in the description or in the comment section so that you can go check it out. Nevertheless, there's only one Football Digest KE channel on YouTube, and that is us. So it'll be easy to retrieve. So let's get to the thick of things. So of course, this weekend was game week 17 of the English Premier League. We are almost halfway through the season. And there were some interesting games. So I'm gonna quickly share my insights on what exactly happened. And hata sijaanza Mogo Niki Imani. Arsenal best position, they can finish as number 7 or 8. Says a Manchester United fan, a club which has only left us with 2 points. The difference between Man United points and Arsenal ni mbili. Okay, I think sasa ni tatu. Zilikuwa mbili. Sasa ni tatu. Bro, my friend, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. So, the first game was Liverpool versus Watford. A game which I expected Liverpool to win handsomely. Believe you me, it was anything but that. Watford again, they missed so many chances. Watford should have been like 3-1 up by halftime in that game. I would say, Watford hawezi funga. Those guys they deserve to be relegated. I say wafungi bao, but they had so many chances against Liverpool, weirdly, at Anfield, but they didn't convert any of them. And at the end of the day, they lost 2-0. Sadio Mane had a goal that was denied by VAR, which I felt was a bit cruel. VAR hapo ndipo VAR tunaanza kujiuliza maswali, what the hell is wrong with this VAR? Like, hiyo bao ya Mane ilikuwa bao safi. First of all, they showed us how Mane was not offside. Then they started putting those 2 dotted lines that he put there kuonyesha timu yako off. I was like, what the hell are you guys doing, man? It was crazy. But nevertheless, I honestly thought, like, for me, Liverpool watapiga Watford waue. That is why I even gave Mane as my captain on FPL. I actually had a conundrum. Like, I was in a dilemma on who to give as my captain. Nipe Mane captaincy FPL ama nipe Vardy. Juu nilikuwa cheki Mane, Liverpool wanacheza na Watford. Watford wako nje. Hawawezi shit. Nilikuwa juu hawa sasa watapigwa. And most likely Mane will score. Maybe even a brace, ama a hat-trick. I mean, it's Watford. Nilikuwa na pia Vardy wanacheza na Norwich. Norwich wako chini. Alafu ati Norwich waende King Power Stadium, watauliwa. My God, I could not be more wrong. Everybody who was having such kind of ideas was absolutely wrong. So Liverpool won 2-0. Then we had several games at 6 o'clock. We had Burnley versus Newcastle. Not much to say there. I expected it to be a tight game. I expected maybe both teams to score, but they did not score. Burnley eventually won that game 1-0. They needed that because Burnley walikuwa wamepigwa the previous games. They had not won, I think, in their last 3 games, so they needed something to get them back into winning ways, and that was just about it. Newcastle, on the other hand, wamekuwa perform poor. They have not lost, I think, their last. There was a time they had a record of winning 4 out of 6 games. They have not lost in their last they had lost once in the last 6 games before this game. So walikuwa na record poor. So going away to Burnley, of course, was going to be a tall order for them because Burnley are quite defensive. But then you look at Newcastle. Newcastle walienda West Ham, London Stadium, na I think walishinda 3. So you could not be surprised if they had won at Burnley, but they did not. One game, however, that was surprising na ilinishtua kabisa ni Chelsea. Chelsea walikuwa wacheza na Bournemouth. Well, Bournemouth have a track record ya kunyanyasa Chelsea. Like, wanakalianga ama boy, to be honest. You know, they have I think they are one of the teams that have the best records at Stamford Bridge in the last couple of years. They honestly do very good there. Weirdly. And Saturday was no exception. Alafu Sunday unashanga like Chelsea, surely. Bournemouth. Bournemouth was one of the poorest teams saizi. Hakuna Bournemouth wako chini bana. Wako nje. Bournemouth na Watford wanapelekana okay. Bournemouth wako huko relegation, but man, they are poor. They are honestly poor. They have not won, I think, in the last 4-5 games. Wamepigwa kaa zote. And then out of nowhere, they come to Stamford Bridge kucheza na Chelsea yenye inacheza vizuri. Wako na mseka Lampard na wanachezesha vizuri, alafu wanashinda. This for me was definitely a shocker. I could not reckon that Chelsea could lose at home. I could not see Bournemouth winning away from home. Especially against a side like Chelsea wenye tuko na waseka Abraham, waseka Mason Mount, waseka Pulisic, waseka Kovacic, waseka Azpilicueta, as in, you know, like how do I say wako na capability ya kupiga Bournemouth, but weirdly they did not. And nakumbuka watchman wa kwenye naishi alikuwa ananiambia Bournemouth watapiga Chelsea. I was like, are you mad? Nilimuuliza mara 3. Ati umesema ati Bournemouth atafanya nini? No, absolutely no way. I could not, for the love of God, think Bournemouth wanaweza piga Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I could not. I would never have thought of anything like that. So that's a shocker. So Chelsea again giving us mixed reactions, and now wanaenda kawa na relinquish their lead in the top 4 because there was a time they are having a very nice lead, a very nice big gap of points between wao na teams that ziko outside top 4. Saizi inaenda tuka zinakatwa slowly but surely. So maybe their day is coming. Maybe they cannot hold on for so long. Maybe if they go on like this, we might start hearing things like Lampard out. I'll be shocked. I would actually not be shocked if that happens. I will not be shocked. But that's what it is. Then we had Leicester hosting Norwich. Another game that was being played at 6 o'clock. I watched this game. Man, Leicester walikuwa wacheza ni kama... Hata sijui ni kama nani. Walikuwa wacheza ni kama venye akina Watford ucheza. Na wako home. King Power Stadium. They actually, I think they even had to come from behind to equalize. Vardy, again, scoring. And Leicester were just terrific. They were terrible for that game. Game ingine nilikumbuka nikiona Leicester wakicheza hivyo, of which inafanya wakaya a bit suspect. Game ingine Leicester walicheza venye walicheza hii game nili ya Everton. Leicester walicheza vibaya, especially first half, but they somehow, you know, wali squeeze in a good result. I think it was a draw. No, it was actually a win. They squeezed out a win despite being absolutely poor against Everton. Na jana ama Sato walikuwa exactly the same against Norwich. For me nilikuwa najua Leicester wako form mbaya, especially when they are playing at home. Jimmy Vardy ako brilliant. He has now scored in 9 consecutive games. Amebakisha 2 more games and match his record, then 3 more games and beat his record. Unfortunately, next weekend anacheza na Man City. After hapo anacheza na Liverpool Boxing Day. After hapo sijui anacheza na nani. So those 2 games, can he score in those 2? Because if he does score in those 2, then I'm damn sure he's going to break that record. I think Vardy atafunga Man City na ende afunge Liverpool, definitely ata break your record because he has scored in 9 games. So 2 more games and then it will be 11 games, and then after that akona chance ya break the record. So Leicester walicheza vibaya against Norwich. Sijui kwa nini wanacheza vibaya hivyo sometimes. It was astonishing. Norwich was poor sana for a team that has been struggling. They honestly played really well. Then we had another game at 6 o'clock, Sheffield versus Aston Villa. I did not watch this game. I think Aston Villa will lose a penalty. Jack Grealish, he missed a penalty if I'm not wrong. Sheffield again got themselves back to winning ways. They are now in a very good position. Top 10. I think they are top 7 in the Premier League. So they are in a very nice position so far. Then the last game was Southampton versus West Ham. tricky game. West Ham have been poor, lately. Southampton have been blowing hot and cold. One thing they always do, however, is score goals. For me, I would have thought that in such a game, both teams will score. Especially if you consider Southampton wanacheza home. Nilikuwa nafikiria maybe wanafunga bao. Like maybe a 1-1 kind of result. I could not honestly think West Ham would win this one because they have been poor. But that's what it is. West Ham won 1-0. It's a nice boost for a guy like Pellegrini because alikuwa ameanza kupigwa pressure. Like ashindi game yote, man. Hi. Matharuel selector. Mambo. Watu wa Man U hawa. Haya. Speaking of Manchester United, they were playing on Sunday. And Sunday is where we had the gist of a lot of action was going down. Very tight fixtures were going down on Sunday. It was definitely a super Sunday if you ask me. Man United walikuwa wacheza wa kwanza at 5 o'clock. Walikuwa wacheza na Everton. Everton walifunga wa kwanza. I'm actually watching the highlights right now. They're being played. Man United, they honestly did try. Everton walikuwa very strong defensively and very compact, if you know what I'm talking about. And eventually, I recall even watching this game at Switch. Na nilikuwa ambia wase fulani hapo wa Man U like, alright, look, Everton wanakaza, ni sawa, but wanakaza dakika 60. I mean, huwezi kaza dakika 30, man. You have to crack somewhere along the way. And that is exactly what they did. They did crack. Mason Greenwood with a nice finish. A nice finish. Kijana na, Greenwood kuna vienye atasumbua. Ako na left foot ingine hapo. Inakaa slick sana. So, he did score for United, make it 1-1. But I think, again, Man United, they honestly had a good game. They had a good game. They were threatening. Daniel James alikuwa anasumbua sana. Rashford had a fantastic free kick that was saved by Pickford. I'm actually watching it right now. Lakini Iceman aliamua kujiweka OG. And I was like, yes! Kiboko. Nilikuwa nataka Man U apigwe. But they did not get beat, unfortunately. So, yeah. And nakumbuka Iceman, manze, kuna chance fulani Lindelof alikuwa nayo. I was like, damn, son. Like, man, hiyo bao ingeingia kwa bao kali. Aye. But, Duncan Ferguson is a guy who's doing really well for Everton. He's lifted the spirits. He's lifted the spirits. He's lifted the spirits of the players. They're playing well. They are more organized now. They have more energy. They are more... they're playing with more intensity. Like, unaona how ni watu wanataka kucheza. Yani, sunajua, especially when they are covering back and tracking back, they move in droves. Lots of players of Everton, they go defensive, defending when they need to, and especially when they lose the ball up front. So, they are playing exactly how a team is supposed to be playing. And, of course, this is resonating well with the players and, of course, with the fans. And Everton, they seem like in a good space right now. So, Sijuka Duncan atapewa the job permanently. I don't know what's going to happen there. I think they will have a conundrum there because this guy is doing really well. So do you want to fire him and get another guy to start all over again? Or do you want to go on with this guy who's already showing you know what? I can do something with these guys and the guys are responding well. So itakuwa conundrum hapo, but that's what it is. Then we had Wolves taking on Spurs at Molineux. Wolves lost 2-1 to Tottenham. I was not watching that game, so I don't know what to say. But of course, it's another win for Spurs, another win for Mourinho. I think he's now played, 5 games? Won 4, lost 1. So, they're doing just fine. They're doing just fine. Then, of course, the last game on Sunday was Arsenal taking on Manchester City at Emirates. And boy, I mean, hey. Unajua kila time nikiongea kuhusu hizi team zingine naongea na psych. Niko excited kuongea kuhusu team zingine until I start talking about my own team. How fucked up is that? Ile time naanza kuongea stories za Arsenal ndio naanza kuchoka. Ndio psych inaanza kunihepa. But anyway, we were playing against Manchester City. For me in this game, I was not expecting us to win. I was not expecting us to win. I was hopeful we will win. I was not, however, expecting us to win. One thing, however, I wanted to see is our guys putting in effort. That is all I can ask when you're playing against a team like Manchester City. I will not go over the board and tell guys I want you guys to win. Yeah, lazima tukule Man City, sijui Man U waliwapiga. So lazima for me in such a game, I just want to see our guys playing with effort, playing with psych, vigor, intensity. That is all we want. Of course, it was quite an embarrassing scoreline. It could have been worse than 3-0. Thank God it was not worse than 3-0. I can take a 3-0. Nimbaya, but I can take it. For me, I wanted to see guys playing well. Playing like guys who want to play for Arsenal. And still, some guys were not doing that. I mean, shida watu Arsenali maplayers sijui ni nini. Sijui ni nini. Ni hamtaki kukimbia ama watu hataki kuchoka. As in, it's so hard to understand, like mseka Ozil, intensity yake wakati ya game kayo ilikuwa quite wanting. He had to be taken off in the, I think, 50 something minute. Why was he taken off? Because even the coach said we needed more intensity, we needed guys making more runs, and Ozil honestly was not offering that. I mean, if that's what he was saying, that's why he took Ozil off. Definitely hakuwa anafanya hivyo. I wonder why guys don't play like Martinelli. I wonder why it's an 18-year-old boy who's playing with a lot of intensity, a lot of vigor, compared to guys who are 20-something years old. Mseka Chambers, I was like, what? Chambers alifanya kwanza bao ya kwanza. Unaacha aje nani? We know Jesus is fast, right? But why the hell do you let him beat you for pace? Like, what a ball. Mzee alikuwa nikaa yuko sure kana anafuata ball ama anafuata player. Of course, player ako sure chenye anafuata, yeye anafuata ball. Jesus alikuwa sure anafuata ball. Chambers not so sure. He didn't know where to go for the ball or to go for the guy. And out of that, ndio hiyo tukapigwa chenga, ikaenda kiokea KDB, boom. KDB si unajua tu, KDB again had acres of space. Acres of space. Well, I felt in such an instance maybe Martinelli ni angekuwa hapo, but I mean, I'm a cut Martinelli some slack because amekuwa kicheza poa sana, Then the second goal, again, some stupid mistake, and the same for the third goal. As in, nilikuwa shanga like, hii game na msea anaitwa Freddy, nilikuwa shanga like, Jesus. Yani KDB, anaachua acres of space each and every time. As in, mnajua KDB ni a threat kwa Man City. Ka David Silva yuko, who else is gonna be making those moves? Who else is going to be connecting the dots for Manchester City's attack? It's going to be KDB. Ka bampa na yeye. Mimi nashangaa kwani Torreira. Unajua, I love Torreira. But siku hizi kuna vitu anafanya naanza kumshuku, man. Like, stick to your man. Like, do you have to be told, like, stick to KDB? I don't think you have to be told that. Do you have to be told not to move up front? Like, nilikuwa cheki, more often than not, ulikuwa pata Genduzi ameenda mbele, and Torreira amemfuata. And there are two defensive midfielders, or there are two central midfielders. They were two central. But there's no like communication between the two. Torreira is enda songe mbele, na Genduzi pia ende. As in, you have to coordinate these things. Like, Genduzi akae, Torreira asonge. Genduzi akipanda, Torreira na baki. Like, nashanganga vitu kaizi sijui lazima waambiwe, ama Arsenal kuna shida mingi sana. So, Arsenal lost 3-0. I was disappointed. It was not a good performance. We did not see again something else I just remembered. Tunatafuta bao, and then Freddy thinks it's okay to take off Torreira and bring on Willock. How can you take off Torreira? How can you bring on Willock when you are looking for a goal? Unless you are trying to limit the damage, damage control and damage limitation, it makes no sense. As in, sijui Freddy na Luna na Lacazette, sijui ni aje, but that game, I think you should have brought on Lacazette when you are looking for goals. You cannot be bringing on Willock when you are looking for goals and leaving off a guy like Lacazette on the bench. It makes absolutely no sense. Martha anasema, so unaonanga kuna shida hapo. Point noted. Shida gani yo? I think unaweza niambia yo. Martha anasema Arsenal can finish position 7. Maybe. By the way, if you're not finishing top 4, tumalize huko namba 8 huko. Mimi sitaki stories za Thursday night football tena. I'm done with that shit. So, that's all there is to talk about with regards to the Premier League game week 17. Of course, kuna one more game that is remaining. It's going to be played tonight. Crystal Palace versus Brighton. That is going to be a cracker. I'm definitely sure that's going to be a cracker. All right. So that's just about it. For me, the shocker and the highlight of the weekend, for me, it's not about Arsenal's win, Arsenal's loss at home. For me, it has to be Chelsea's loss at home to Bournemouth. That, I did not see that coming. That's for me was the highlight of the weekend. What was your highlight of the weekend? Tell me what your highlight was, and you can drop it in the comment section. So let's